spanner's for. Okay. So you see it's extended spanner. It's best to not extend it first. Put it as pointing as low to the ground as you can.
Yep.
And as away from the wheel. Then you can extend it and put it onto the wheel. Okay, you hear the clunk, that's on.
Yeah.
If it's not on, it will fly back. Okay. So don't put your leg here.
No.
If that comes back, it's going to hurt.
It hurts.
Yeah. If it's not, it's not on, it will automatically fly back off. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll see an indicator there on the. So yellow is in the green side.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the yellow will be on that side, which is off.
Okay.
You can operate it from both sides. It will do both sides at the same time.
Right.
So I could do it from this side, or I could do it from the other side.
So you can just leave the one active and the other one not.
Yeah. Well, what it is?
Puts them both
From
on.
one side, it puts both on.
Oh.
So you could do it from the other side as well if you want to do it. Put both
So let's
on.
put the other side
Yeah,
on.
at the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
What I tend to do is leave that spanner on,
Yep.
unless it's going to connect with anything. Obviously, if you're that close to something, you're going to connect with something, you might be lucky you're not going to damage your van.
Yep.
The reason why I leave that on is an indicator for me. If you were using the motor mover to get onto the vehicle,
Yeah.
you do not want to be driving down the road with that motor mover still on.
No.
Okay, because one, it's going to damage the tyre.
Yes.
Two, it's going to damage the gearbox on that motor mover.
Right.
Okay, so that is an indicator to me to remind me.
still on.
To take it
So
off.
I've used it to get onto the car.
Yep.
And before we drive off, walk around your van, make sure you're going around making sure things are locked shut,
Yeah, steady,
and that will give you an indication that better get that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So once you've got the motor mover onto the wheel, you can then take the handbrake off.
Right.
Okay.
Because obviously the motor mover is holding it in position. Okay. Also look here. See that groove there? That's normally where the jock wheel sits when it's up here.
Yeah.
When you're travelling.
Okay.
So if you just drop it down, and it's still locked into that. That's not going to follow the van when it's when you're manoeuvring it.
Right.
Even though it doesn't steer it, the wheel will follow as it's going round.
Right.
If it's stuck up there,
You won't do.
it won't. It'll just drag, and it's going to damage the wheel. Okay. Next thing is power off. So you've got your key.
Yep.
What you do, there's only one way it'll go in.
Okay.
Put that in there, turn it, and
That
that'll go plunk. That's now putting power from the battery to the motor mover. And the handset, we're over. Right, so the handset now, to power your handset up, press both green buttons at the same time until you see a green light, and then take your fingers off. So press that, green light, fingers off.
Okay.
You can see, obviously there's a rough shape of a caravan. Pointy end.
Yep.
So that's forward, that's backwards. 4 corners are turning buttons. Okay, so if I'm pressing this one, that's operating the right wheel, which is actually pushing the nose left. Or the left button, left wheel, nose right. If you're looking the opposite way, obviously it does the same the opposite way. So that's pointing that way, that's going that way, that's going that way. If you press opposite corners, it actually more or less turns it on its axis, like that. Or the same with that. Yeah, they're really good. So if you want to have a go with it. Also what you've got are speed buttons as well. It defaults to fast forward. When you switch it on, it defaults to fast forward. It's only a walking pace anyway. If you want to slow it down, just press that, or that, or that. So they're slower positions.
Yeah.
Or we press it there. If it's green all the way to that side,
That's fast.
that's the fast forward one.
Okay.
You see it's got an orange button in the centre. That does absolutely nothing on this one. That's for the auto one. You've got the manual. That's for the auto, so don't worry about that one.
Right.
Okay? So if you want to press
So
the
what do you
button...
want to do? Is he going to move forward?
Yeah,
then?
so if you move forward, as soon as you take your finger off the button,
Oh,
Stop.
yeah,
take your
That's it.
finger off. Take your finger off.
that's it.
Oh.
Okay?
Brilliant.
So you've got turning, so if you want to turn the nose right or left. The other good thing about having a handset, obviously, which is portable, you can walk around your van, making sure if you start turning,
Yeah.
where's that back end of the van?
Yeah.
Just make sure it's not connected with anything, a car, a wall, a tree,
Yeah.
you name it. Okay?
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, lovely.
Right, so if you imagine you just use this to get onto the pitch, right, first things first, handbrake on. If you take that motor mover off and you haven't put the handbrake on and you're on a slopey pitch,
It's going to go.
you trying to stop that then,
Yeah.
ton and a half or whatever of caravan is not going to be easy, unless you're quick and get that handbrake on. So always put the handbrake on first, then you can take the mover off.
Yeah.
Never leave the mover on. So it's like if you're aware of a caravan sitting over a period of time, obviously you can flat spot your tyre. Obviously, if you do the same with the motor mover, you end up with a 10 piece kind of thing. Yeah. You've got 2 flat spots. Okay, so we've got it on. We've got it onto the pitch. Handbrake's on. Motor mover off. Okay, so that's off. But either put it in just inside the van, which I tend to do.
Yeah.
Because that the next time I'm going to use it, that's where it's.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, same with the handset. to switch your handset off, you can press any of the green buttons, one or the other. Just press one, the green button.
Right.
That's it. Just press one off. That's it. It's off.
Okay.
After around about a minute of use, it will switch itself off as well. Okay. So do not put that on the car roof. Do not put that on the A-frame. You drive off with that, and that goes ding ding down the road. HGV. They're expensive to replace them.
Are they?
Yes. So put it in a place where you're not going to lose it. Either in your car, on your car seat. Sometimes just put it on the car seat when you've just finished using it. Then there's another reminder just to have a quick look round, make sure you have taken it off.
Yeah.
Or just as I do, put it just through the door. Okay. Also, switch the key off as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on, Ryan.
If you can see there, it's got a little tiny hole. What you could do is, a lot of people tie a bit of string, tie it to there, so you're not going to lose
Is
it.
it? Yeah.
But don't leave it switched on. If you leave it switched on, which I have done before now, you think you come back to it, think, oh, it's all right, the key's already on, I'll just switch it, start your handset up. It's not going to work. The control box will go into hibernation to stop it draining the battery.
Okay.
So all you need to do is turn the key off, out, give it a few seconds, back in, reset. And then you'll start that up at the way. Okay?
Yeah.
So what's that key?
That is your power key.
Isolated key
Yeah.
for the
Just for that?
motor movers.
Yeah, just for that.
Will it attach to that?
You probably could do that, yeah.
So
you
it's
could actually tie it.
together
You could actually tie it to that if you wanted to. The only problem with that is,
Oh, is the key got to be in there?
yes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So yeah, as I said, some people do tie it there, or
Like it's long enough to actually
yeah,
get into the
that's it. That's it. Yeah. Oops, sorry. That's it. Right. So what we're going to do next is get your car attached to your van.
Okay.
Let's have a laugh.
Ready to go. Ready to move?
I need to get to the toilet.
Where's Saturn gone? Oh.
I do want that on video on YouTube. I like it.